Thank you, Travis. Hello, everybody. On Saturday, we saw maybe one of the best highlights of the season, one of the best games of the season, and one of the biggest statements of the season. Let's start, though, with a bang. Michael Sowers to Brennan O'Neill. I think we'll be saying that a lot this year. We already have, but O'Neill, the deep BTB off this pass from Sowers. O'Neill, the freshman, 4 goals in the 19-7 win over Towson. He's got 12 points in 4 games. He was Inside Lacrosse's #1 recruit. But don't forget, he didn't even play at all last year because of the COVID shutdown. What a start for O'Neill to his college career. Meanwhile, don't look now, but Sowers settling into that Duke offense. 19 points in 4 games, just about 5 points a game so far in a brand new system. And with that effort, Sowers moving from 12th to 8th on the all-time points list. Lyle at 400. He did that in 70 games. Pat Senster's second all-time. He had 380 points in 68 games. Sowers playing in his 51st game yesterday. Duke with 14 regular season games scheduled total. So if they make an NCAA tournament run, Sowers certainly with a shot at reaching the amount of games he would need to maybe get to Lyle's record, an opportunity he wouldn't have gotten at Princeton last year. We stay with that game because something Duke hasn't really had the last few seasons is a dominant face-off athlete. Jake Naso was a dominant face-off athlete on Saturday, at least. Standing neutral grip, not a problem for Naso, going 21 for 24 at the X, now up to 60% total on the season. Duke head coach John Danowski says it made an impact.
The face-off thing sometimes in our sport is too important. Sometimes, it's like punters or kickers in football, where those guys just kind of come in for a few seconds and they have such a dramatic effect on the game. But today, certainly the face-offs, went our way. And I think that was a big part of building confidence, as the game went on.
For in-depth analysis of this one, breakdowns of O'Neill, Sowers, and that whole Duke offense, along with what this means for Towson, head to our on-demand section. And the guys in the call of yesterday's game, Travis Eldridge and Davey Emila, discussed the whole thing. Plus, you can watch the whole game as well. The best game of Saturday happening in Loyola, Maryland. Loyola went up 4-1 after the first quarter, only to see Virginia responding with a 5-0 run to start the second. The game was tied at 7 in the third, and that's when Matt Moore went to work, scoring 4 second-half goals, 5 total. Virginia went on to win 15-12. Peyton Cormier had a hat trick. Connor Schellenberger, 5 points. Here's Virginia on what the difference was in the win.
Give a ton of credit, obviously, to Matt Moore and Peyton Cormier for winning matchups. They were getting beat on, and they took their slashes, they took their beatings, and buried some big-time goals. And some elite performances offensively from both those two, and then certainly Connor Schellenberger as well.
We confused Loyola defense a little bit, using most of the shot clock. That's something that we were striving to work on. Definitely just using that whole shot clock, because in the years past we'd get shots off in the first 20 seconds. And if they didn't hit, and our defense was still tied from the previous possession. So definitely working through that whole entire 80 seconds was crucial for us.
Yeah, I think it was huge to come on the road. Obviously this year things are a lot different. So just dealing with the different protocols, the different, just the different adjustments that we had to make. And, they were well coached, they were prepared, and they played us hard. So, I think it's really a positive going into next week and having to travel to Syracuse.
That was a great game. Rutgers had a great win, taking down Penn State for the first time since 2018. Villanova transfer Connor Kirsch, 3 goals, 4 assists. This game was tied heading into the fourth quarter. That's when Rutgers won 6 of the last 7 faceoffs of the game. Jonathan Eugenio going 11 of 23 against the combination of Gerard Arceri and Jake Latz. Rutgers goalie Colin Kirsch, Connor's brother, making 15 saves. See the trophy there. Here's the Scarlet Knights' reaction on winning the Friendship Cup.
It's just exciting to get out there today and play against a great team like Penn State and just fly around in this gorgeous stadium.
And it was a long time coming, we practiced for maybe 11 weeks and then finally we got to play someone else, and a little nerve-wracking at first. We ended up putting it together and got the W.
They were very disciplined, and they did everything they needed to do throughout the summer to fall to train and be ready for this moment, and they captured it today.
Well, we know Ryan Tarafanko can do it all. Little did we know he had something else to add to his list. He's unbelievable as a faceoff win, but with Justin Inacio out, he took faceoffs for Ohio State against Hopkins, going 5 for 9, 6 ground balls. Also scored a goal as Ohio State bested Hopkins 14-8. Meanwhile, Hofstra was trailing Sacred Heart 6-4 in the second half. Then Alex Kincannon put the team on his back, scoring 4 straight goals, sparking a 9-0 run to finish the game for the Pride, winning 13-6. Kincannon, a Johns Hopkins graduate transfer, finishing with 5 goals and an assist, career highs. Meanwhile, the 4th-ranked Syracuse women making a statement by pounding 5th-ranked Loyola 18-6. Megan Carney, 6 points. Megan Tyrell had a filthy BTB goal. Emily Harishuk, Sam Swart each with 4 goals, though only 6 goals for Loyola. The real story here, Gary Gait very pleased with his defense.
You know, we returned all of our defenders from last year that were just hitting their rhythm last year, and they just continue to build their chemistry. So we're hoping that we're going to see this type of defense every game, you know, where it's pure communication, hustle, and effort that it's going to make it tough to score.
So if you're Loyola, what happened? A team that was 5-0 before the pandemic hit last year, bringing back scores. Livy Rosenzweig, who had 2 assists. Sam Fielder did have a hat trick, but really struggled. And they're ranked 5th in the country. Their coach, Jen Adams, tells us why they struggled.
We got outplayed. We got outcoached today. It was an opportunity to get out in the field and kind of give the 2021 season a test run. And I thought Syracuse came firing on all cylinders, and we just didn't have the answers. That means we've got some homework to do, and we got to hit the drawing board. We turned this around very quickly to play a tough Towson side on Wednesday.
All right. Meanwhile, Alyssa Perella took the extra year of eligibility, not wasting any time in doing what she does best. That's score goals and break records. Scored her 222nd career goal, setting the CAA all-time record. She finished with 7 goals total in Hofstra's 17-11 win over UConn. Alexa Matera hat-trick. Darcy Smith won 10 draw controls as well. She's high in those lists. Perella passing Loyola Stacy Marlin. She's at the record back in 2002 for goals all-time. Next for Perella is the all-time points record. She's got 305, 20 behind the record of 325, set by Old Dominion's Suzanne Wajinja back in 2004. Back to you, Travis.